Baby. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ah.
Hello and welcome back to Tells. My name is Busi and this podcast is on poker and love. I'm joined by my co-host, the poker player, Andrew Nemi.
Does that make you the lover?
Yes.
Nice. The lover and the player. Player. Long time no see, baby.
Long time no see indeed.
We're back together.
On the couch.
Yes.
How's it going, Andrew Nemi?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you have to report to the listeners of the Tells podcast? Where have you been?
Oh, there's some reporting to be done, is there not?
Where have you been, Andrew?
Big time reporting. Where have I been?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to tell the people where I've been?
Yeah, tell the people where you've been.
Maybe you should tell them.
You tell them.
You want me to tell them?
Yeah.
I've been getting married, y'all. That's where I've been. Married. That's it. Wrap it up in the books. Call it an episode. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. Yeah. I was going to say we do have a ringless marriage.
We do.
Why do we have a ringless marriage, Andrew?
I mean, I don't know if they fully grasp yet that's a thing. That's a thing that happened. They might think I'm joking. So you tell them as well.
Yes, we're married.
Okay.
We're married.
Okay.
Andrew and I are now officially husband and wife.
How do you feel?
Good.
Good. Good.
Good.
I feel great.
You feel great.
Yeah, I feel great.
Why do you feel great?
Well, let's throw it back, shall we?
Okay.
Just to, maybe not the whole story, but yeah, we've been engaged for a long time, planned things for a long time. Life happened repeatedly in the midst of those plans, and the plans had to, shift, get delayed, get changed. Yeah, we had all sorts of plans over the years of our engagement that we thought we would enact. And many years later, here we are.
So we had a courthouse wedding on April 6th. And
come on, you got to sound excited about it, baby. We had a courthouse wedding on April 6th.
And on April 9th, 2021, we had a photographer come over and shoot our pictures.
Yes.
Take some photos.
We did a shoot. Yes. Busi had a great idea for the shoot.
Because the courthouse is really ugly.
Yeah.
You
guys didn't miss any vlog footage from the courthouse. It wasn't going to really set the scene, so don't worry about that.
When I thought of a courthouse wedding, I thought of the San Francisco courthouse, which if you can put a picture here for the listeners of the podcast.
Indeed, we will.
Las Vegas courthouse is not quite as gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, compared to the vision that you had.
Yeah, because I never wanted to get married at a chapel.
Like a Las Vegas little small chapel style, you mean?
Yeah, because I think that's kind of kitsch. Yeah, but then we had a photo shoot, which was to just capture the day and read actual vows to one another. Yeah,
the idea for the shoot was to capture we can use the pun to marry a traditional photo shoot alongside sort of like our
pun, don't you?
I do like that pun. Yeah, might not be the first time I used it. To marry a traditional wedding photo shoot alongside sort of our everyday lives that we live together and enjoy together. So we had a photographer shoot some great photos. We were pretty happy with the way they came out. We still haven't seen all of them, but the ones we've seen,
still waiting. But
the ones that we've seen, I think love them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you love them?
I do love them.
I love them too.
You do?
I do, yeah. I'm pretty particular about my photos,
You are?
Yeah, about that photography thing. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the photos came out. What else do we want to say?
We pretty much went all around downtown Las Vegas to our favorite spots. And if you ever are thinking about doing a photo shoot, like a city or a town photo shoot, do it. Everybody's so friendly. They'll move out of the way for you. They compliment you on your outfit. It's great. Just do it.
Well, you mean like for like a wedding shoot, or just in general do it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get dressed up and go somewhere, people are going to think it's important.
Right.
And we went to the same coffee shop a week later, and
We didn't get the same treatment.
no special treatment.
Nah. So that was cool. Felt like I don't know, proper celebrities. Something very important was going on, and it was something important going on.
Something important.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it felt like paparazzi was following us around. So I don't know if it's good or bad for the ego. Probably bad, because the next day there's like a big drop off in that feeling.
Well, you have no paparazzi following.
Am I not like important today too?
No.
Just that one day I'm
Just
important.
the one day
Dang.
is when you're important.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but you could do like a study about that, you know, where like you actually feel so like important, and like how else celebrities get addicted to that sort of a thing, you know?
Did you watch the Britney Spears documentary?
Yes, I did.
So I feel, so she was very much into it at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, when you want them to go away, they don't just go away on command. So
Yeah.
this one, you have to pay her. So, you know, if you don't pay,
There's nobody.
there's nobody there. So I guess that's a good thing, because
Sure.
then you don't get addicted
I guess so.
to the photo taking.
I think we got our money's worth though.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And obviously at the courthouse, they do the regular till death do us part vows.
Mm-hmm.
So we wrote our own vows and read them to one another.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cute.
Made each other cry like little
Yeah.
babies.
But it was really sweet. And I had so much emotion on the day. And I can't even imagine having, as much as I would have loved to have like a party, it was so much in like emotion on the day. I can't imagine having 100 or 200 people
Like
on top
watching
of
you?
that.
You mean like piling on, like amplifying that emotion?
Right.
Or watching you cry like a little baby?
No, I mean, I think it's fine to have people watch you cry. It's just like my nervous system was completely overwhelmed. Like
Yeah.
I was so tired.
Mhm.
I went to the pool. We invited a friend over to come to the pool, and
Different day, not that day.
yeah, I didn't even talk to him the next day. I just like slept at the pool. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just so tired.
Yeah, right.
So I can only imagine for all you folks who had a massive, 100, 200 person wedding, how you felt.
Yeah.
How do you feel to the world knowing you're a married man?
Feels good.
What does marriage mean to you, Andrew?
Legal contract that's binding in the eyes of the government.
Why?
Why what?
That's all?
No, it means the utmost devotion to your partner.
Do we have to include the government in our love?
Yes,
Yes.
that's the way America functions.
How do you feel? Do you feel different?
I think it's like a little bit of stress relief, because for so long we were like, well, what are we going to do about this wedding thing? And things keep happening in our lives where it keeps getting shifted as far as the plans go. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely less questions in my own mind,
So more mental space.
Yeah.
Do you think people are going to judge you less? Because I remember there were comments. People will be like, why haven't you guys gotten married yet?
Right.
Do you think the judgment will decrease?
They'll just judge me on something else, That's the way YouTube goes, People sum you up and
They're going to judge you.
tear you down one way or another. Not everybody. Most people are lovely.
Yeah.
So the people who do judge, they'll find something else to judge me on. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference as far as content life goes. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, more just like for our own personal, closing of the chapter.
Yeah.
And
Now people are just gonna ask when we're gonna have kids.
of course,
No,
right?
that's
When
next
are we
step.
gonna have kids? Put it
Yeah.
in the comments. When are you guys having kids?
We did have a micro reception courtesy of the Nomad. Thank you, Nomad Las Vegas.
Well, I mean, they didn't do anything for us.
They provided the entertainment.
Unknowingly.
They didn't know, but
I mean, they gave us good service that night, I guess.
they did. They did give us good service. But there was a singer. What? Right? A
Yeah.
performer.
Yeah.
And you can request songs, I guess.
Hmm.
I didn't know that. And so I went and requested a song. And Andrew and I got to dance. We don't have any footage of that or video or anything, huh?
No, our photographer had departed at that point. It was a long day.
It was a very long day. But we did get to dance in the middle of the restaurant.
I was thinking I should have handed my phone to somebody to say, grab us a photo or, at least a photo, maybe video.
Yeah.
But, oh, well.
But yeah, by that time we were very
So we were the only people dancing in the Nomad bar. And she announced that she's like, 2 people here who have just gotten married. And so we had like our own little personal dance, just the 2 of us,
first
to the
dance
song
at
that,
the Park MGM. Thank you. Nomad.
just like we envisioned
Yeah.
all those years ago.
I don't think that's quite how we envisioned it, but
Yeah. I mean, we could go through like all the things that, happened along the way in terms of our plans getting shifted, but seems unnecessary. Here we are now, happy,
parents are happy.
happily married. I don't know if they're happy. Are they
I don't
happy?
think parents are happy.
I mean, I'm sure it's not like what they envisioned either. But this is real life, y'all. This is real life. None of us planned for a coronavirus thing. And like,
All the other things.
we could circle back once again and book all the vendors and the musicians and send out another batch of invites and book the restaurant and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I think it was once we got the deposit back for the venue.
You knew that was it.
Yeah, I knew I was not about to restart a whole series of planning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a lot. And pretty happy, personally.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's all
so-
that matters, my happiness.
Okay. So yeah, the past couple of weeks has just been planning, stressing about outfits, and then afterwards just being in a little love bubble.
Aw, how sweet. Sorry.
But don't
Yes.
you think?
Yeah, I think we're like buzzing from that, and again, probably a combination of like, all right, finally we closed the chapter, and now we don't have to like, like you said, answer those questions or debate like what we're supposed to call each other in public. And I think we both really enjoyed the photo shoot, even though it was, like I said, a long day. It was fun. And afterwards, like, we're really happy with the photos and all that stuff. And
We're gonna share the photos.
and
with
here we are, husband and wife.
Are we gonna share the photos with the listeners of the podcast?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we're gonna stitch some in here along the way, if we haven't already, which we probably have at this point in the conversation.
I mean, okay.
Okay. What, you don't want to?
No, I was just
private.
gonna like put the link to the website on there.
I didn't think about that.
Because then when that website domain finally expires, I mean, we were planning a wedding while hashtags were cool. Do you remember that? Like back in the day when hashtags were cool.
I think people are still doing that.
What was our hashtag? Tell the listeners of the podcast.
Was it the or no the?
I think for the URL it had.
Anyway, it was
No.
doesn't matter. It was Nimi Not.
So clever.
Hashtag Nimi Not.
So
that you came
clever.
up with.
So clever.
Yes, you are clever.
But yeah, so I don't think hashtags for weddings are still a thing. Nobody does that.
I bet they do.
Really? I don't know.
Some
I
people
haven't
for
been
sure.
to a wedding.
I'm sure less, but I'm sure some still.
Do you think we'll go to a wedding in 2021?
No.
If anybody's out there and has like young friends or kids that are getting married, like I'll take an invite. I love weddings.
You want to go to a wedding?
Yeah. So
You would think that we maybe would have heard by now.
if there was a wedding happening.
Yeah, it's still so tough to plan things like with people's families. Like, of course, there's all the, people are on different pages about vaccines, and then with people getting together and traveling, and there's still going to be like, some level of risk. I'm sure. I mean, there's weddings happening. We see them every week from out our window.
Right.
But
yeah, Vegas is busy. It is wedding city right now.
There are weddings happening. I mean, again, those are like chapels, so they're smaller gatherings. So, I don't know if I don't think we'll see
We're not
any
going to
weddings.
get invited to one.
But the following year, probably.
All right. I better reach out to those friends, make sure that I make it on the list.
Make sure you're on good terms.
Yeah.
So you can get an invite.
So how's your poker life, David, since we've...
Is that a wrap?
That's...
I say we talk about it some more.
What else do you want to talk
I
about
don't know, it's so
your
fast.
marriage?
It's all over now. Now I'm depressed again.
Okay. Are you going to get a ring?
I think so. Yeah, I think we should get rings. Yeah, why not?
What does a ring mean to you? Just tell
What does
the
it mean?
girls to back off when they see you.
It's just kind of like a nice, I think, physical representation, of this. This. It's nice. So it's nice.
You're going to wear it all the time?
Probably not. No.
Okay. So when exactly are you going to be representing this?
Sometimes when I feel like it. When I'm, sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes I don't.
Oh. Okay, so don't give me shit about like...
I didn't give you shit.
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you're like, why don't you wear your ring?
Yeah, I think if you don't wear it all the time, it's like a nice extra, the ring. It's like a nice extra feeling when you do wear it. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of nice to... I've never been into jewelry at all. So necklaces, rings, watches. I got this Whoop thing, which is a heart monitor, but...
What about earrings?
Yeah, no earrings. Chains. I've never really been one to adorn myself with jewels and stuff. So, I don't think I'll dislike it, but I think going back and forth is kind of ideal.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll wear it all the time. Maybe I'll hate it. I'll wear it never. You never know. But yeah, I think so. I think it's cool. I think we should do it. I think it'd be fun. And like I said, a nice physical representation of our love.
Do you think the lady at the jewelry store will remember us? Because wasn't that like 2 days before?
2 days before everything shut down?
Yeah, before the win was closed.
Yeah, I don't know about 2 days, but...
It was, I think it was the same week.
Really?
That we went, get measured and stuff.
Okay, so you mean she'll have less people in between now and back then to...
You're like, oh.
One of my potential final customers that slipped out of my hands.
She definitely won't remember us. But
Yeah, I don't think so either.
how's your poker life? I don't know what else to say about this
Yeah.
marriage.
It pretty much sums it up. Like I said, we don't have to go all into the details of the plans getting changed and altered and everything since we've already lived it.
Yeah, we literally just skipped the wedding and went straight to the marriage.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Are you happily married?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's shift and talk about your poker life. How's
Let's
your
do
poker
it.
life?
Poker life is pretty fun these days, honestly. Yeah, I've been enjoying the pot limit Omaha, which I think I was getting into on our before we took a little multi-week break here, but still enjoying it, still digging the learning process, watching some vids, some training vids, doing the occasional collaboration with Dylan, the guy who is the coach at Upswing and who has been helping me a little bit. And it's been fun. It's not like I dread going to play, which sometimes I don't know if I guess I wouldn't dread going to play, but there's been a lot of times where I'll sit down at the the 5-10 no limit table and just be like, "Bleh," you know, like 15 minutes go by and nothing really interesting has happened. And I'm just like, you know, sigh.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that. And it's been pretty fun to do something different.
So you enjoying playing online or in person?
I'm enjoying both.
Both.
Yeah. It's like, it hasn't been a thing for me to where I felt like I have a proper edge in the online poker games for years. And right now I'm not playing like super high stakes or anything, you know, but like in a 1-2 no limit or 1-2 PLO game, it's like reasonable stakes. It's not micros. So to feel like you have an edge in that stake level, pretty enjoyable. Feels good, you know, feel a little bit more like confident about yourself and your daily life, your daily pursuit, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah, that is a good feeling.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just running good.
But does that feeling make you want to study more or?
Yeah, it's like a virtuous cycle, they call it, right? So when you do well at something, makes you want to
continue to do the work.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can go both ways in poker because a lot of times when things aren't going well, a lot of times when things are going well, you sort of like take it for granted and you don't put in work.
Sure.
And then you sort of wait for like a downswing to figure out what exactly, if there's anything you're doing wrong.
What went wrong?
Yeah. But yeah, when you get in this sort of a cycle and you're enjoying it, it's going well, and you still have like the motivation to learn even more about it. I think I like that phrase, virtuous cycle. You know? It's a good phrase. It's a good ass phrase right there.
All right.
So
what are you?
What's your question, baby? Next question.
Your virtuous cycle. I forgot now what I wanted to ask you. Thanks a lot.
So yeah, the vids, there's a little bit of turmoil in the comment section about in the Pot Limit Omaha vids, and they're not going to perform as well. So there's lots of questions that I need to sort out in that regard. So I've really been enjoying playing. The content is a little bit tougher.
Because you're not giving the people what they want.
I'm not giving them what they've come to know me for, what they originally signed up for, and what they partake in for the most part. It's not everybody. There's a lot of people that are really digging the PLO stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I've seen some of those comments. So what about doing both?
Yeah, well, I think when I travel outside of Vegas, I'm still pretty happy to play No Limit.
Okay. You just play 50, 100, no limit. No problem.
When I travel, you mean?
Just in Vegas. You know?
I don't think that game isn't really one that just goes.
No.
I could probably like start a private game, 50, 100, if I put in some work and networked.
What is the buy-in for a 50, 100 game?
Well, 100 big blinds would be $10,000. But usually people in live games are buying in for much deeper than 100 big blinds. So
when you travel, are you traveling anywhere anytime soon?
What? Wink, wink, or what?
No, I'm asking. I mean, you mentioned something in the video today about the...
I wasn't sure if you watched the video.
I did watch your video.
Thanks for watching the video. So it's not... we don't have the official dates yet, but it's, I would say, like 90% that we're going to go to Texas in early June.
Which part of Texas?
The whole part. Multi-stop.
Damn.
You're going to come too.
Oh, really?
For part of it. Not the whole thing.
I mean, summertime.
Yeah,
Market's already dead, so potentially, yeah. I'll be free all year long.
Great. You should come maybe to Dallas. That would be fun. Since we've never been there together.
Will I see JR?
I don't know. I'm not the one to ask.
Is he still
Will we
alive?
see JR people?
Will we see JR people of Dallas?
So yeah, we might do like a tour of the Texas card houses.
Oh, so they're multiple. So Dallas, Austin, and
Houston,
Houston.
And there's a fourth one in an area called the Rio Grande.
I've heard of the Rio Grande. It's very close to Mexico, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So there's another one down there. So I think we're going to go to all of them.
In one trip.
Proper meetup game return.
Are you going to get a
And then we'll just exhaust ourselves and take another year off.
Are you going to get a van? You should just get what is it called?
We should get something.
What is it called? Those things
An
that
Airstream?
people drive cross country. Not
An RV.
An RV. Yeah, you should get a Mugs RV.
That'd be fun. Maybe we should do something like that.
Oh my gosh, who's going to drive? No.
Brad will.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't know. We'll see.
For
But-
multi-days. Like, I think one trip would be fine, but going multi-stops.
So yeah, there'll be plenty of No Limit that's played on that trip.
Okay.
And we'll vlog it, of course. And just kind of go with the flow for the most part, which is probably not the best idea for building a community, because the community needs to sort of understand what they're communitying around.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, we're like smack in the middle of shifting, the content from 210 videos worth of content. We're like in that shift firmly, and there's uncomfortableness.
Good luck.
Thank you. I need it.
It'll be great. I think humans love novelty, a lot more than you even give yourself credit for, because it's just like your brain is programmed to like novelty. So I think there's also the idea of repeated exposure, right? So the more you see something,
Sure.
the better it is. Like, the more open you are to it. So I don't think you should maybe stop making the videos if you enjoy making them, the PLO videos. Because for sure, there's like lots of things in your life, I'm sure, and in my life that I can attest to, that I was just like, I don't know. But after repeated exposure, you're just like, oh yeah, this is actually quite cool.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to stop making videos, and I'm not going to like stop making poker content just because it's PLO. Like, I'm still going to make that content. If anything, I would think I would shift up the long form vlog format, because when I started making the vids, the landscape of content was much different than it is now. Now there's so many creators that have entered the space where it just feels like it's like, what's the point? At this point, I'm just like kind of doing what everyone else is doing, is what it feels like. It doesn't feel like as necessary, So I don't know. I kind of always like surveying the market, whether it's this or other industries, and seeing like what could be done differently that could fill a need out there. So how are you? What else is going on in the life of Busi Nimi? Just kidding. She's not going to take the last name.
Busi Nimi.
It's funny when like the first name ends in E and the last name ends in E. Doesn't work that well.
But my name doesn't end in E. It's an I. Oh, you mean
No, I'm
my
saying
full name?
I'm saying the pronunciation.
Busi Nimi.
Yeah.
Even the full name, Busi Siwe Nimi.
That works.
Busi Siwe Nimi.
Yeah, but you don't go by that.
Well, I can just start going by Busi Siwe then.
That's hard for people. What else is going on with you?
Do you feel some type of way that I'm not taking your last name?
Nah.
Okay. Just so it's like recorded here. So like 10 years from now, you're like, you didn't even take my last name.
No, it's, I mean, the whole thing is kind of weird, isn't it?
It is kind of weird that you just like give up your identity. I mean, I understood it in like the idea that everybody wants to feel like they belong in this unit.
Like we're a cohesive unit.
Right. Like if you have children, everybody's the same name. You got to, we've stayed at the Wynn plenty of times and they've called me Mrs. Nimi. They don't even ask. So,
it's funny how they train their staff to do that.
Yeah. What if I'm a mistress? It's kind of rude.
Right. What if you're just,
it's like
what if you're my wife, but you don't have my last name?
But it's like rude to the actual Mrs. calling the mistress Mrs. Nimi.
I didn't think about that.
But yeah, my dad doesn't have any boys, so
So we got to keep the name going
we have to keep the name going
for a little while
What do you mean?
through your life.
Yeah, through my life. I mean, it will keep going through other boys in the family, like cousins and stuff,
It's
obviously.
actually like a somewhat of a regular last name in South Africa, no?
Yeah, it's very popular.
Is it the Jones of South Africa?
No, not quite the Jones.
The Smith.
That's like Nkosi,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think is the Jones.
Ngosi.
Nkosi, that's like super popular. But maybe not. So you
And-
don't feel some kind of way.
No.
Do you
I'm
think your parents or your family feel some kind of way that I'm not taking your last name?
I doubt it.
Did you ask
My
them?
parents are, pretty progressive. They're not like all conservative. Woman must, whatever, assimilate to man family.
Yeah, I wonder if people take it as like you're not fully in if you don't take the last name.
Yeah, I'm
Let
sure
us
there's.
know what you think, listeners of the
you go.
podcast. I'm curious. I mean, I think a lot of people won't care either way. And I can't hyphenate. My
Who
name
would
is
care?
way too long to hyphenate. So that it wouldn't fit on a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just too much hassle for everybody involved.
Yeah. Anything else happening in your life?
No, I've just like been living in my head for the past couple of weeks, just like reading, thinking, going outside
As a married woman?
as a as a married
Not going.
woman,
Can't go to the club anymore.
as a single lady.
Nope. No more single mingling happening.
Yeah, I'm spoken
No
for.
more bottle service for you.
Darn.
Yep.
And the clubs are just reopening too.
You messed that up. You should have
I
waited
know.
another year.
I should have waited.
Capitalized on all that free bottle service that the ladies can score.
Do you think that we are going to see what is it? Roaring 20s? There's like this thing that people are anticipating, a wild summer.
I originally thought so, but now I kind of don't think so as much. I think people might they'll go out, they'll see their friends, and then they'll be hungover, and that'll be it.
They'll be like, this is too much. Take me
Yeah.
back. Take me back to where I was just drinking at home.
Yeah, I mean, they might do a couple things. Maybe they'll go to like a baseball game. It'll be nice to like go to a concert or something, and people. I think there's like a particular energy that you get being around and a part of a crowd. So that's cool. But like, are you gonna keep that rager going like for a decade?
We
Or
did
whatever.
it last time. Didn't you guys do it last time? The Roaring 20s?
Yeah, I guess so. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, there's also going to be a lot of people that are kind of permanently,
Sure.
so maybe that'll like taper it off as well. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like tough to maintain that energy.
Well, husband of mine,
Yes.
you're my husband now. I can tell the whole world that Andrew Nemi is my husband.
Yes, you can.
I think that's all we have time for.
Okay.
Keep this nice and short.
All right.
If you like this podcast, please subscribe. Tell all your friends to listen. They can watch all the other podcasts and see what we talked about. I've reached the pinnacle of relationships now, so I don't need to talk about any relationships anymore.
What do you mean? I mean, we could go like poly or something.
Yeah, I'm not
You know, the energy.
evolved enough
I don't
for
have the
that.
energy. I don't have the
You
energy.
don't have the energy.
When do you think? What sort of a upload schedule do you think will be on here?
Bi-weekly, maybe?
Really? You want to commit to that? I think that's that's a big
That's
commitment.
too much. What are you saying here?
Well,
You're breaking up with Tells?
no, we're not breaking up with Tells. We'll keep a polyamorous relationship between us and Tells. And yeah, I think we'll probably just go with the flow a little bit. I don't know if it'll be like a weekly thing like it was for a long time.
Yeah, people are going to be going out, seeing their friends.
That's right.
They're not going to be sitting here listening to Tells.
No, they don't have the time for that. But more to come. And yeah, we do have
Hopefully different type of things too. Since
yeah, we want to try
can
some things.
Go out.
That's right.
All right. So thank you so much for listening. And if you'd like to write to us, hello@tellspodcast.com, or you can text us 702-690-9299, or you can call us and leave us a voice message, the same number, 702-690-9299. And until next time, adios.
Bye.